communication is whether you've dipped your toe into Botox or not, the messaging is clear. Smooth skin and smooth skin is in, and fine lines are to be fixed. But what if there was another way? Because personally, this really has started to bother me because I do feel the pressure. I feel like I've aged. I feel like I need to look younger. I'm a face of a skincare brand. I'm a face of a holistic beauty brand, and I should look young. But should I? Really, should I? And what's wrong with looking your age or older? Like, what's wrong with looking as you are? And I'm wondering if there's another way, and a way that doesn't start with resisting time but understanding it. Today, we are unpacking the cultural obsession with treatments and then heading east into the wisdom of traditional Chinese medicine, where our lines tell a story worth listening to. And this is all comes from my training in gua sha and in holistic facial therapy. So it's really something that I feel deeply passionate about and really want to share with you. So thank you for being here, and thank you for listening to the Skin Reset podcast. So let's start with what we are all swimming in: the anti-aging narrative. You know, when you scroll through Instagram or open a women's magazine, and you'll find glowing 20-something advertising serums for mature skin. Celebrities, bare faced in quotation marks, in their 50s with suspiciously line-free foreheads, and influencers sharing their treatment journeys as casually as ordering a smoothie. And it's all become, I almost feel like expected. Like you're expected to get baby Botox, filler touch-ups, maybe even thread lifts. Even in your late 20s, the question isn't if you'll tweak, it's when. And and what I want to say, there's nothing wrong with choosing these things, but we need to talk about why so many of us feel we have to. The kind of the deeper issue I feel is that aging has been rebranded as a flaw. Wrinkles aren't expressions anymore, they are problem areas. A natural face is brave, and we are sold the idea that youth is not only more beautiful, it is more valuable. And growing old as a woman in this kind of an environment it's extremely hard. So let's that sink in just for a moment, because this does go deeper than skincare. This is about worth. It's about being seen. It's no surprise we internalize it, especially when society links a woman's visibility and desirability so tightly to her looks and looking young. There is another way to look at your skin, and we can flip the script if we just wanted to. Because there is another way to look at your skin, your face, even your wrinkles, and it comes from traditional Chinese medicine. In TCM, the face is not something to perfect, it's something to read. Like fine lines, puffiness, skin tone, glow, all these signs are seen as messages from within. They are clues to your body's internal state, your digestion, your stress levels, your emotions, even your hormonal balance. For example, lines on your forehead in TCM, they are connected to the liver and often relate to stress or anger. In smile lines, those are linked to the stomach and digestion, and yes, to joy. Crow's feet, that's the liver and gallbladder meridians again, often pointing to tension or overthinking. So instead of erasing these lines, traditional Chinese medicine asks, what are they telling us? And that's powerful, because instead of fighting your face, you get curious about it. You treat the root, not just the symptom. So you soften to the body's tension, support your organs, and as a result, your skin reflects that vitality. So let's have a conversation about what could this look like in the real life. And what I think it could be as simple as using gua sha tool not to sculpt or perfect, as in quotation marks, your jawline, but to release tension and invite circulation, nourishing your skin with oils that support the barrier instead of stripping it with actives in the hope of turning back the clock. You can also view your face not as something to freeze in time, but something alive, shifting, and expressing. I think that can be something really beautiful. This doesn't mean we reject modern skincare or even old treatments. It just means we give ourselves more choice, more grace, and we remember that the goal isn't youth, it's radiance, vitality, connection, a healthy skin. Because honestly, aging isn't the problem. It's the shame around it that needs fixing. So as you go about your week, I invite you to look at your face with fresh eyes, not with criticism, but with kindness. So as you go about your week, I invite you to look at your face with fresh eyes, not with criticism, but with kindness. What is showing to you? What do your lines say about the life you've lived, the emotions you felt? And if you're curious about how to work with your skin in a more gentle, TCM informed way, whether through gua sha, skincare, or rituals, that's exactly what we are exploring over at Jenny Nordic Skincare. Thank you so much for being here and for showing up for yourself in this way. Share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And if it resonated, drop me a message. I love hearing your stories. Until next time, take care of your beautiful face and all the wisdom it holds.